Good afternoon, good evening, everyone, because we know we have various time zones have joined here from Nepal, Kenya, Gambia, and the US. And in US also, we are joined from two different time zones, from East Coast as well as from the West Coast, and also from Nigeria. And so we are very excited for this program on digital leadership. And today I have with me my colleague Bineet Sharma from California, San Jose. He is the director of this program, and I will go over his introduction in a few minutes. And he has the control of the PowerPoint that you see on the screen. So I'm just going to follow his lead in a minute. So how we're going to do is we're going to make it very informal, very informative, this session. The whole purpose is to bring you here and prepare you for what to expect when you are in California. And we also to learn what your expectations are. So we have few days. So if you need to make some adjustment, maybe we can make those adjustments. Okay. So without further delay, welcome to the digital leadership course. So this whole course is designed to introduce few key concepts of digital transformation and leadership. And of course, it's only 5 days. So in 5 days, it will be a very high level overview of this program. And what we're going to do is in few minutes, Bineet will walk you through the structure of the program and why we design and how it has been designed and what to expect out of this program. And because, anywhere, no matter which country we are in, which part of the world we are in, we all know that digital leadership plays a critical role in modernizing any organization. And we are very excited to see that our participants are from a bank, from financial sector, as well as from the public sector, from the government. So we'll try to cover both part so that both section people from the both areas get some benefit out of this program. So today's agenda is to, of course, I didn't put here to introduce ourselves as well as introduction to digital leadership course. It will give you the overview of the today's session and why digital leadership matters in modern era. So we'll cover that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stick to this slide for a few minutes. And I just want to go quickly over in the room. And I think Bineet will be the last one. So, but we can start from Roshan. And yeah, just introduce your name and the country you're representing and expectations from this program, what you have. So let's make it very, very quick, maybe no more than 2 minutes for each. So Roshan, you want to kick it off?
Sure, thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm Roshan Gimire. I'm the director for IDI Nepal, and I oversee IDI's operation here in Nepal and the South Asia. Thank you.
So now we'll go to Leela Dai.
Hello, namaste everyone. So I am Lila Prakash Sitaula. I representing Pro Bank, one of the, I should say, big commercial bank in Nepal. I am the chairman of the board of director. Thank you very much. Thank you by bringing us together in the Zoom meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we'll go to Asan.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Asad Jame from the Gambia, Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Principal Planner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I have, I don't know the name, Mr. Ba or okay, Chasart. I think you unmute yourself. PS MOCDE, it says, I see it. I think it's the principal secretary there. So can you introduce yourself, sir?
Good afternoon, morning. I'm Hassan Jallo, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, the Gambia.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to have you here. And Mr. Ba? Isatu Ba?
Yes, hi, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Aisha Tuba, Executive Assistant to the Director General of Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, PURA, the Gambia.
Thank you. So with that, we have few of our colleagues, they have joined in, and I know few more from Gambia are going to be in the program, and it's their work hours, so probably they are busy at work. So Asan will pass on the this, and we recording this session, so we'll share that with the participants. So can we go over the room quickly from Kenya, Peter, and then Ruben? Just introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am Peter Gitao from Nairobi, Kenya, with IDI. Thank you.
Ruben, you are there too, am I right? Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ruben Ibe. I'm Development Lead, IDI in Kenya. Thank you very much.
And Sean, you are there, Felix?
Good day, everybody. This is Sean Felix from Nigeria, IDI Nigeria. Nice to be with you on this program.
Thank you. And I just see Mr. Solo has joined in. Can you just introduce yourself? You are on mute, Mr. Solo. I think you are on mute, Mr. Solo. So can you unmute yourself?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Thank you, everybody. Good afternoon. Sorry for joining you a bit late. My name is Solo Sima. I'm the Deputy Director General of the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority at PURA in the Gambia. And I'm joining you guys. I'm sure some introductions were done before that I'm not privy to, but I'm sure we'll get to know all the participants in here. So thank you, everybody, for allowing me to join you late. Thank you.
Welcome, Banjo. And Felix is done. And then I think we have one more I saw somewhere. Susie, are you there? Because I know you have communicated to most of them. So if you are there, give a quick introduction, then we can move on.
Hello. Okay, I'm Susanna Konsakar, marketing lead, and I'm sure I've been contacting you through WhatsApp. So nice to meet you all.
Thank you. So without further delay, we'll get into this. Thanks for introduction. And once we meet in California, you will know that we are very well connected to Banjul. We do lots of work in your capital city. So we will talk about that when we meet in California. So moving on to the next slide. So this program is co-designed by IDI as well as UCSC, University of California in Silicon Valley Extension. And so IDI is focused on, we do lots of training, capacity building, and policy reform projects around the world. And we have been so for friends in Banjul, we are very heavily involved with your public procurement authority. Actually, we are hosting the DG of public procurement on Monday here in Washington, DC. And we had another group of folks from Banjul a couple of weeks ago here for public procurement through World Bank. So we are very closely working on public procurement and public finance management in Gambia. And we also do lots of capacity building training in public and private sectors, such as banks, education, health, and other areas. So we designed this program, specifically this program with UCSC, because when you talk about technology, then first thing people's mind, it comes out of the Silicon Valley. So we thought there is no better place to host this program but in Silicon Valley. So we co-designed this with the help of Mr. Bineet Sharma. And so this program is by University of California at Santa Clara and their Silicon Valley Extension program. And this program is a credit program. It gives a university's credit hours to all the participants. And it is certified by the University of California. And we have tried to design this program as we do other programs for executives, for high executives. So we know that we had to merge this not just the classroom hours, but also the visit to industry, organized lots of roundtable. And since it's a very mixed group from public and private sector, so we try to mix, we try to bring that mix of public and private sector and what's going on in technology. And technology changes every day. What in the US most of the time we say is if you go to 4 years degree in computer science, by the time you graduate, whatever you learn in first, second, and third year is obsolete. That technology is not in use anymore. So maybe the last semester what you learn is the existing technology. So the whole technology space is changing every day, every single minute. So we'll try to give as good exposure as we can for this program. So Bineet, can we go to the next one? So with that, there are some logistics thing. I'll just cover the logistic part, and then I will bring my colleague to get more in details with you on this. So there are lots of planning went behind it, and everyone in my team, as well as in your team, I thank all of you because it wasn't possible unless we all worked as a team. You know, there were some hiccups about sometimes we misspell the name, sometimes we misspell this, but you know, thank for all your patience. And now we are all almost there to meet each other in next 1 week or 10 days. And so what we're going to do is we have most of you, other than Sisitola, most of you are coming few days before the program, and especially from friends from Gambia. So I'm working with Asan. So we have made additional hotel arrangements for you, and I will send the instructions to him how to get to the hotel from the airport, and so you won't be lost. Yeah. And then on the program starts on the 21st. On the 20th, everybody moves into the same hotel at Holiday Inn in San Jose, which is very close to your other hotel where you will be staying for a couple days. And in that hotel is right by the campus where our classes will take place. So you will get breakfast every morning, and we will start our classes from 9 a.m. So it will go only for 3 hours, the classes. And I will be staying in the same hotel as well as Mr. Sharma, Bineet Sharma, because he is from California, but for the program duration, we have requested him. So he will be staying in the hotel. So we will have lots of time to socialize with each other. And so we'll do 9 to 12 p.m. every day classes. And then after lunch, we will go to industry visits and we'll get more details into it. Or we will organize a certain day. We have guest speakers and we'll do some roundtable meetings from the leaders from the industry. So you can have your questions, get answers, and especially I have requested to focus in two areas. One is AI and other one is cybersecurity, because cybersecurity is a big challenge for no matter where we are. You know? And at some point, I feel like all of us going to be victim of cybersecurity at some point, you know, if we have not already been a victim. So I think it's really good to know about cybersecurity. There are lots of things going on. So we have primarily focused on those two, plus other industries. And of course, the breakfast will be served in the hotel. Lunch we will have all together, and evening we'll leave you free so you can explore the city. And I haven't been to San Jose for a long time, but the location is very good. You can go to San Francisco by train and by other means. And of course, we will also go to take you to San Francisco one day. So without further delay, what I will do is I will bring my colleague Bineet Sharma. So Bineet, can we just see where you are?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear. So I'll just give a brief intro of Bineet. So Bineet has been working for over 35 years in technology field, and he's an educator. He has been in technology leadership positions, and he's very passionate about software development and developing different curriculum, especially for executives with University of California, Santa Cruz, the Silicon Valley extension, and his expertise are it comes from both angles, as a leader, a tech leader, as well as educator. So he will be focusing, his focus areas are usually is digital leadership, scalability, security, AI, etc. So I'm not going to bore you with our introduction, but I will bring Bineetji and he can add more to his credentials and he can walk you through the program. So Bineet, all yours.
Thank you so very much. First of all, thank you, Sumanji, for that introduction. And welcome, everybody. Welcome from different continent. It's very, very exciting just looking at all of you. And I have done this, programs like this, all online, asynchronous, and all those kind of things. And also looking at diverse, diverse technologies and diverse participants makes it more exciting because it will give opportunity for us to learn from each other. And even if we focus on fintech, for example, that will be interesting to somebody from banking sector. It will be interesting for others also to see what goes on in here and what they can learn from that. And same thing happens from government, same thing happens from everybody. So again, welcome back with that. What I want to emphasize a couple of things Sumanji touched upon by going and focusing in here, Silicon UCSC, Silicon Valley, So extension, what, Sumanji just said about, the technology being obsolete once our professionals come out, the students come out from school, colleges, 4-year college, and then they find that they cannot use their technology because it's already obsolete. But if you think the students are obsolete, what happens to the companies like yours? What happens to bank? What happens to government? What happens to others? So it's a critical thing to think, but it's not that bad. What happens is there are ways to bridge the gap. This extension kind of thing, these are really for the professional education. What does that mean is it has been recognized already hundreds of years. It has been recognized that industry is always ahead. Government institutions are always ahead. They are looking for new things, new ways, there are new problems to solve. While the university curriculum takes time to build and all that, so they are always kind of behind. So there is a gap. There's a gap between this all the time. So extensions, think about UC Berkeley extension came like 140 or 50 years ago. They already recognize that there is a need for bridging the gap. So all these extensions are like a satellite for the big universities and all that. What they do, they provide that bridge. And think about, when from outside, when you look up the Silicon Valley, you think, oh my God, there must be everything, all high tech and all those kind of things. But think about here, we have even that gap. For example, Google behind the scene, all the technology coming out from them is like 4 years old, what they have already been doing. Right now, what technology they are doing behind the scene, underneath, the world will know in 2 years or 3 years because they don't take it out to the others. So the company like this, the Silicon Valley, we pride in trying to bring that technology, which is currently being used in Silicon Valley companies, in our classroom. How do we do that? Because most of the teachers are the professionals currently working in those technology in those big companies, around the, big, small, and all that, high tech startups. They're the one who use new technologies and all that. So think about my role. I'm a chair of computer certification program. So my job as a chair of that certification program is to always keep my eyes and ears open and be on top of what technology is happening in big companies and all that, and then bring that in the classroom so that even for the companies, even for the people from those companies come and take my classes, our classes, because from one department they want to go to another department, they may be working in one technology, they want to move to the now new technology. So that's what my job, particular of my job is to listening it, modifying the curriculum, modifying the certification, and do it. Through the course, I don't want to kind of scare you. If it happens to Silicon Valley, how do we do it? That's the job of this particular class. How to listen as a leader, how to understand these kind of things, how to be a change leader, how to embrace those things. That's what this class is all about. So again, the course is a structure to balance your theoretical knowledge with the practical insights, okay? Over the course of 5 days, we'll explore the key areas of digital transformation. Hands-on session and site visits will provide real-world insights, how these people are doing, right? That's what we are going to work on. So really, digital leadership is about more than just adopting technology. Remember, technology is a big part of it, but it's just one component. So what it is about leading the organization, a whole organizational change, fostering the innovation, navigating the disruption. If you do innovation, you bring new things, there will be disruption. So leaders, all of you needs to guide the organization through this transformation. And you want to stay competitive, you want to be able to, adapt new technology, but again, stay relevant and be able to do better. Whatever you have been doing, do it better. That's what it has to bring in. Otherwise, what's the point of doing these kind of things, right? So again, it is designed for senior executives and managers. They are the one who are driving digital transformation initiatives in your organization. You could be trainer of the trainer. For example, you could be the first one coming in at any level of your organization, but you will be the one who will leading this your organization on that journey. So valuable for all technology leaders, project managers, also business strategies. Okay. And again, I saw when I hear about your position, you might be coming in different way. You might have knowledge of technology, or you have some understanding, lot of understanding. As long as you are leader, you are a good, good fit in here to come and get this, training. So again, digital leadership is about integrating technology and leadership practice to drive the change in your organization. So it does involve understanding the latest technology trends, because again, I'll emphasize more on that. You don't want to go after all shiny object. You said, oh, AI is good, Gen AI is good, I'm going to use it. But is it good? Is it blockchain good? Is it crypto good? So what it is, is it shiny object and I will be burnt if I use it, or it is something good going to help, or is it a seasoned technology? So that's one of the critical things for me all the time. My job for UCSC Extension as a certificate program chair is to understand. I don't want to adopt any technology which is going to be a fluff. So how do I do that? Those kind of experiences I would share, throughout our journey in here, okay? So latest technology, good, but make sure that it is going to be good and long lasting for you when you adapt it, okay? So, just like what I said, this transformation refers to the integration of digital technology into all areas of business. So fundamental change to how the business operates and delivers values to the customer. Main thing is we are just providing services to our customer. Customer could be anything. You get, we don't mean to somebody who just buys the stuff, but some people whom we provide the services. I just put some of the technology in here where, these are buzzwords, but there's so many other technology framework and technology comes in picture, which we are going to talk about it. Okay, another important thing to understand it is when we say digital transformation, there are 3 pillars. So people, processes, and technology. So you have to bring it all together. Just having technology only is not going to work. Just having processes is not going to work. Just having good skilled people is also not going to work out. So you have to have all 3 components working together. So you have your organization, all of our organization needs to focus on reskilling, upskilling their workforce, your workforce, and streamlining the processes and implementing right technology good for you, because there are so many technology. Just bringing technology like very like randomly is not going to work. You have to say what is good for you may not be good for others. So you have to bring the right technology for the right place, and then in right time, in a different time, that may be different technology coming in digital transformation phase. You may be in different phases. You have to bring it different technology at those time. Okay. So for leaders must be, adapting this and then always open to the change. It's difficult. I will again kind of guide you and suggest to you how to be the change manager, how to be open to it. It's difficult. We are, not only our folks are, resistant to change, we ourselves, if we go deep down, find that we are not open to change so easily. Okay. And that's given, that's fine. So we have to struggle with us as a leader, and then we have to transform that to the colleagues and the direct reports and all that. So we have to manage, okay, whole team. Your geographic location is different. Even the reason in a big country, even the reasons are different. Their cultures are different, right? We have to foster the collaboration and innovation. Okay. So digital leadership is being applied across sectors, healthcare, patient care, for the healthcare people. In banking, fintech is revolutionizing how the customers are being served, right? Governments are also streamlining their services, and things are happening in a click away for the government services nowadays. And it's just mind-blowing how things were there when I came first time to United States in 85, and now even in America, I have seen those transformation, and it's just mind-boggling, right? So in today's digital world, fostering a culture of innovation is key for staying competitive. Leaders must encourage creativity, take advantage of emerging technologies, and make data-driven decisions. Again, data speaks for yourself. Taking decision by hunch, your sixth sensation, versus looking at the data and what data says. You got to know and then make a decision to go forward will be much more beneficial, your company, your organization, and your government. So again, this digital transformation has changed our businesses. When we say businesses, it may be government services also. You got to take it, right? So, think about the Netflix. If you don't know, Netflix is a streaming service for the, anything digital media, right? Movies and shows and all that. So previously we used to only go to the watch movies. Then came the videos and all that, watch at home. Then came those CDs and DVDs and all that. Now they are all gone. We are wireless. There is no more wire going around in our house. And suddenly we are streaming it. And there are many, many others. Think about Amazon. Amazon came with the books. Instead of going to the bookstore to buy, we will go to Amazon to buy books. Now Amazon has ruled the world. You can buy anything and everything from around the world in Amazon, right? So yeah, that's very, very disruptive, right? So then businesses transforms. So, but how the Amazon didn't become what it is today, or Netflix also didn't become, they were also DVD folks. They were giving the DVDs before. Now they're all streaming it. And in fact, there was still a small sector of the Netflix was still sending DVDs. So how the transformation happens, it evolves, right? How it evolves. Adapting to agile policy, meaning very, very flexible. We'll really dive on that too. So streamlining operations, through, technology, re-engineering existing processes. You don't want to throw away everything. There may be something very good you already have. So you got to see, okay, can I streamline this? Can I make it better process? So as a successful leaders, you'll be able to transform your organization to respond quickly for the changing digital landscape. That's where you can save money and move even quickly and bring people, folks with you, right? So all through, wherever we are doing any topic, we'll bring the case studies. That way it will give you all insight. Like how the other people did it, how the significant digital disruption happened. Their journey, when you look at their case studies, some other companies, will give you insight on leaderships, how they played the key role in overcoming their challenges, right? You see, and you can relate with yours and be able to guide your own. And as Sumanji was alluding to, cybersecurity is going to be paramount important. And we will focus on cybersecurity in every aspect of your transformation. So cybersecurity and data privacy is going to be critical for all leaders everywhere. And you have seen and heard all of the horrible stories everywhere about that, right? So as threat continues to evolve, remember, it's always this cat and mouse game between the bad guys and good guys, right? So as a threat evolves, you must be ahead of the vulnerabilities. What are the vulnerable area to protect your organization? So data privacy is equally important, and then with increasing regulations, everywhere there is a regulations coming in, and you have to adapt to the regulations of your organization or your country, your region, what have you, okay? And you have to manage the customer expectations and all that also. So the foundation of cybersecurity lies in the CIA triad, we say: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. If availability was not a point, you will put all of the valuable items in there and put in a secure lock, you are done. You don't have to worry about anything, right? This is how we put things, our jewelry and all that in locker. All you have to do is make sure locker is good, and it cannot get burned by the fire, or thieves can come and take it. As long as you can do that, you are all good. But the data is not like that. Data has to be consumed by users, so that it has to travel in the network. That's where the problem is, right? So how do you secure that network is not yours? You have to share the network with this wire with somebody else, or wireless with somebody else, and you have to go to some private wire, public wire, and all that, and that you don't know how that is going to happen. So that's where the problem lies, and that's what we have to understand, the risk, and make sure that you safeguard those things, right? So for the data privacy governance, every country will have their own. For example, in Europe, they use General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. In the United States, also, we have different kinds of regulation. One of the most important one is California Consumer Privacy Act. So most of the country follows this. This is like most is stringent. So as a leader, you must follow the best practices to protect your data, personal data, whoever your customer is, but you have to balance the innovation. You don't want to stifle the innovation while you are securing it. So as a leader, you need to make sure you balance that out. So many of the cybersecurity issues you already know: phishing malware, ransomware. These are just a few of them, but there are many, many others which we don't even know today. So how to mitigate those kind of things, we'll talk about also, okay? So leaders must foster a security-first culture and take proactive steps and mitigate this task. And thanks to AI, Gen AI and all that, in every aspect of security, you can make it more secure by using those technology in every layer of your services. Everywhere you can impose those AI in there, which will help the IT people to be able to find the problem, find the issues and all that. Again, we'll talk about those when you come here, okay? So again, it involves you to educate your employees and security measures and regularly assessing the organization security posture. Remember, you are as secured as your weakest link. That's what I say to everybody. You know, you could be as good everywhere. Think about you have a big castle, everything, but there is one small door which is weak. Guess what? All of those fortress you created has got no use, right? You know, that horrible thing, you know, think about this. Even CIA chief got hacked. His cell phone got hacked. So if, you know, you might think, oh my God, if CIA chiefs can get hacked, how is my data going to be protected? You know, how can I do that? Well, these are the exceptions. So this knowing those kind of issues gives you perspective that those things can happen. So a cell phone left in one place is as vulnerable, right? One of your USB drive left unattended can do the havoc for your company, right? So you got to again be aware of those things and make sure it does not happen in your organization. So again, for everything, we will have a case study to see how any government organization or institution did it. So real world example will highlight the challenges faced and successes achieved. So you can say that, okay, you know, this is how we will do our risk management as well. So this is critical, change manager. So digital leader has to be change manager, change agents. So digital leaders need to align the leadership style with the pace of organization transformation and foster a culture of adaptability and resilience. There's a lot to ask from a leader, right? So leader, you have your domain expertise. You are a banking person, you focus on banking. Now suddenly you have to be a digital leader. So, government organization, you got to lead the government for the services you provide. Suddenly you have to be a digital leader. We ask a lot from these leaders, but help is out there. It's not a big thing. It's like just being open. All you have to do is hire right person, train right way, and be open to the ideas and make sure you are, making your culture adaptable, resilience. So that's all you got to do. Successful leaders just empower their teams to navigate and thrive through period of changes, right? As long as you do that, your team will guide and your team will be successful, right? And along with that one goes the emotional intelligence. So what you need to do as a leader, you got to manage both. First, your own emotions is very important. We are human beings. We suddenly don't become completely different person after this training, right? We got to slowly adapt. Whatever we learn, we keep on adding layer by layer. And in your daily life, you got to make your own changes first, slowly bring it there. So in digital leadership, this emotional intelligence plays significant role in decision making. Not only your decision making, but the team dynamics and whole bringing the positive vibe of the whole culture, especially times of when it is happening, digital change is happening. You want to bring it. Everybody will be against you. Everybody will be, no for the changes. And there will be, even if you bring all of them, there will be one or two key person who will have problems. So how do you navigate those kind of scenarios, right? We will have discussion on those. So again, as I said, it's not easy task. Leaders often have resistance to change, okay? Individually, organizational level, key strategies include, first of all, clear communication, aligning with the stakeholders. Everywhere you say same thing, and you got to bring continuous support to ease the transition to the new technology. So, there is no easy task, but it is doable through constant communication and listening to whole of your team. There are different framework to do that. We'll go to the key concept. There is like ADKAR model is like awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, and reinforcement. So we'll go through a little bit of those, and then, like Cotter's eight-step process, they're also similar, but it's like, number one is like create a sense of urgency, build a guiding coalition, form a strategic vision and initiatives, communicate your vision very clearly, empower broad-based action, generate short-term wins. You got to make exciting for everything. Whatever small wins happen, you say, yeah, aha, we did it. So that way your team stays motivated, but you got to sustain the acceleration. You cannot just stop there saying, okay, we achieved a lot, but you got to sustain it. Then anchor new approaches in the culture, say, where it is. As long as you do that, you will be transforming digitally in your organization. So again, another case study will bring it, how the successful leaders guided a company through the digital transformation, despite challenges. So the leaders focus on clear communication, stakeholders engagement, and support systems ensured successful adoption to the new technologies. Okay. All right, we are almost wrapping up. We have covered the critical role that digital leadership plays in today's organizations. We have also explored how innovation, disruption, cybersecurity, and emotional intelligence are essential components in driving successful digital transformation. And then in the hands-on portion of this course, we'll engage in real-world case studies and simulation. We'll also have project-based assignments that allow you to apply digital leadership strategies in practical scenarios, especially your own. Okay, we want to hear from you. What are your challenges? What are the things you want to achieve, right? And address those. And so once you come in here, we'll do some kind of reflection survey with you, okay, about this. We'll send you a questionnaire so that we know more about your requirement beforehand when you are coming in here, okay? And so then, of course, the post-training, we have the steps for that. We'll develop a digital transformation roadmap, as much as possible for your organization. Even if you don't have anything right now, we can imagine and adopt something for you, okay? So this roadmap will help your organization goal, align technology with the business strategy. Again, learning from each other's requirement, coming from diverse businesses or organization, also help each other to know how the others are doing, okay? So now, the next stage, again, as Sumanji said, is coming in 5 days. We have very compact program for you, very focused program for you. We will do morning sessions with the lecture, and even in morning section, we'll bring some guest speakers. And in the afternoon session, it will be kind of workshop. You'll go visit, Silicon Valley, Bay Areas, some small government organizations also, companies also, and from Peninsula, our Silicon Valley is a stretch from where you will be staying. That's the heart of Silicon Valley where you are going to stay. And all the way, even San Francisco, we don't call it a Silicon Valley. We are very, how do I say, we want to say that really, where is Silicon Valley? Is just the Santa Clara, San Jose, Sunnyvale, this area, we call it Silicon Valley. And San Francisco, we say, okay, you are San Francisco, you are not Silicon Valley. So this is how we say, but we'll visit San Francisco. The best part of San Francisco is a hub of financial district. So all the money and all that coming in Silicon Valley, innovation, scaling the companies and all that has to come here. In fact, we will also talk about what is Silicon Valley? When you're coming, you need to know Silicon Valley culture, what it takes, and why Silicon Valley became Silicon Valley is important. We'll spend some time in giving you that inside story also for you. And whenever we are going around here, I'll try to point it where things happen, which area the venture capitalists are coming, and which the hub where that Steve Jobs or Eric Smith of Google fought each other in some cafes and all that for their own organization, all that. So it is a lot of good stories we'll share. With that, I will stop sharing, okay? And then open for the questions, answer your any queries you may have. And if you don't even have right now, please send it to me or Sumanji or our team. We'll address that. Okay, I will stop sharing. Sumanji, is that okay?
This is good. Thank you, Bineet. And let's take some questions if you have, and if you have any suggestions or any expectations that, hey, I would like to see this kind of industry or company, and then we will try to see if we can accommodate. I think this is the time to speak up. So I know some of my colleagues have joined in. They are not coming to the program, but many of you are coming. So those who are coming, please speak up.
Before one thing I would say, within now and in 3 or 4 days, please look for an email, especially those who are coming here as a participant. Look for your email from UCSC Silicon Valley coming in. That email will give you a username and password to connect to our learning management system. It's called Canvas, okay? So you need to log in and you will get into our system where all of the materials will be available to you. It's a really easy system, and I'll guide you through. I'll send you a link and all that to understand how that system works. And it's not difficult. It's just, open up. It's just like any web page, web application. And once you have, you will see the materials for each day and all that as we move on, okay? So with your leaders and all that, we'll stay connected, and we'll tell you how to connect and, get into the system, okay? With that, I'll wait for any questions.
Yeah, please ask any question that you have. And just to add what you just Bineet said is, university have lots of resources, especially US universities. And through this program, they are sharing their platform, and there'll be lots of information for the participants who are coming in. And you will get an email most likely before Monday, I will say, and I will know when it comes, and I will individually send you a message and tell you. So you can start looking at information there, and like, for example, articles and other resources will be all uploaded there for your use. Okay. So any question? So I won't take the name to embarrass you on Asan. I'll go with you. So any question, the friends in Gambia or in Nepal, or anyone has any question, or even those who are not coming in? I see Peter on the screen. If you have any question, Peter, Ruben, Felix, I think he's still there. Yeah.
If not, may I ask a couple of questions, Sumanji, myself, to the
Go ahead.
participants? Yeah. So let me ask, participant, how much you have heard about this AI, Gen AI, kind of thing, where we say Chat GPT and, Gemini and all those kind of things? Raise your hand. Let's see if you can raise your hand that you have heard about it. Or if you are using it.
Yes.
Nice. So what are you using it, or you just heard about it? in workplace. Not really, right? Doesn't look like, I don't know whether you are using or not. Some of you are using it. So just to let you know, Sumanji is using it personally and in the workplace. So I use it also all the time. So it is really very, very simply, if I tell you, is this is amazing companion for anybody or everybody. Okay. So you can use it like a companion, is a tool for us to enhance what we can do ourselves, right? So it makes it better you. It makes you better you. This is how you have to say it. It's not never going to replace you or anybody. Of course, there will be upskilling, reskilling needed. There will be some, there are a lot of hype out there. There can happen some disruption for sure, but it really, really is glorified, is really, really amazing assistant for us, and it enhances our creativity. So Solosima has questions. Please go ahead.
Yes, it's not more of a question, it's probably a comment to do with AI. And yes, I agree. AI is something that, we are increasingly becoming reliant upon. I think that's not the question. The question is, how reliant do we have to be on it? Exactly. And how safe is that in terms of, driving with your eyes closed, with your hands up? It's something that we all have to get used to. But these are the type of things, hopefully, we think on this particular training, we'll all expose ourselves to. Maybe the discussions around this will be really enriching and enhancing for everybody. But AI is a reality we cannot run away from. But also to look at some of the demerits of AI, if there are any. I have to qualify that. Those are the things that we have to look at. But, really, we're all excited to be part of this training, to see, especially like you say, we are doing it in the right place. Silicon Valley is the only place that you want to do this. And hopefully we'll all come out better leaders after this training. Thank you.
Very nice. Very well said. Yes. Genies out there, AI will be there. How to be a responsible user of that is what we are going to learn. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So Rajiv ji is saying that we are using at Nepal Oil Corporation for digital transformation. Rajiv ji, can you, so you are using AI for the digital transformation. Do you want to share anything, how you are using it? If you can speak.
Maybe you can unmute and say it. You are on mute, Rajiv.
I think he's not able to speak, maybe. Or you can type it if you don't mind. It will be good to know how and what you are going to use for. Yeah, so again, AI, Gen AI, especially now, is like, I call it a genies out there for data center. Okay, got it. Yeah, so in everywhere in data center, I don't know what they're using in data center, but usually in data center, the AI helps, so data, study, they're looking at the data is the machine learning and AI, you can use that one for that part of it. That's always there. But for the cybersecurity also in data center is amazingly, data analysts. Okay, that's the biggest help you can get it with the AI. Another one is when you are tasked with the cybersecurity, what happens is your data center, where you have your log, every transactions in the network happening and all that is logged in somewhere. And that log is so big, every second from everywhere is coming is so much. For a single person or 10 people, even 100 people, you put it in there, they won't be able to analyze the threat so fast. But putting the AI in the mix, what you do it is all those logs are constantly read by the AI all the time. So what happens is if you have trained your AI well to sniff in, to find out what is the problem, problem area, as soon as it finds it, it will just alert the folks who are watching. Their job is to watch that, hey, there is something's happening. Then the people in the security area can focus and try to find, yes, there is a hack happening, or there is somebody is trying to phish, somebody's trying to look at our data, but they are not getting in, but eventually they will get in. Let's see how come they could come up to here, and let's mitigate that. So before they hit your different firewalls, you can find out, okay, here is the problem. We find out, we stopped it. So they will be, it's like, think about the camera going around in your city and is watching everyone. Not one person, not police department will be able to find everything, but AI looking at all that images constantly can alert, in this neighborhood, in this place, something is happening, right? Those kind of things you can help technology for the folks to find out the issues in different places.
So let's say maybe there's one more question. Anyone? You have any question? Okay. So I'll take silence for now. And so with that, so what I'll say is we look forward to seeing all of you. Communication for next couple of days are very critical. I will send information to each of you about the hotel's arrival, etc. And we'll follow up by Monday about access to the university systems. And if you have any question, email me about the program. So we'll try to incorporate what you are expecting when you are coming here. So can I request one more thing? Can everyone put the camera on so we can take a group picture here?
Nice.
It's so it has been so easy now. Yeah. Solo is quick. All right. Anyone else? So Isatu, Asan, anyone? Can if you put a camera on, we'll take. If not, then we'll still take the picture of those who are here. Leelaji, Susanna. Okay, Asan is on.
Is coming.
Now Isatu and Rajiv and Pankaj. 3